Greetings and welcome to Earthling Cinema. I am your host, Garyx Wormuloid. This week's artifact is Brazil, directed by sketch comedian Terry Monty Python from the legendary Python Brothers. The film follows a government stooge named Sam Lowry, whose meaning of life is to dream of flying circuses, his holy grail. He lives in a strange dystopian version of Earth where the primary technological achievement is the magnifying glass. Due to a bug in the system, the government jails an innocent man named Buttle instead of a terrorist named Tuttle. I mean, I guess the T and B keys are sort of near each other on the human keyboards, but still get it together, guys! While trying to smooth things over with Buttle's widow, Sam encounters her neighbor Jill, who bears a striking resemblance to the female lead from his dreams. Unfortunately, she runs away before he has the chance to creepily leer at her. Also, Sam meets the real Tuttle, an Italian air conditioner repairman with a penchant for Irish goodbyes. In order to more effectively Facebook stalk Jill, Sam accepts a position as the government's social media intern. None of that matters though, because as everyone knows, the best way to find someone is by running into them accidentally at the office. He tries to kidnap his way into Jill's heart.
I'll blast your fucking head off!
But Jill doesn't go for all that mushy stuff. She doesn't care about flowers or chocolate-covered flowers. She likes guys who get hit by trucks. And she really likes guys who help her fake her own death.
Care for a little necrophilia?
But their romantic weekend is ruined when Sam is arrested for his necrophilia. He's about to be tortured when suddenly Tuttle and his terrorist friends bungee jump in and rescue the shit out of him. Then everything gets all surreal and dreamlike, what with Tuttle disappearing into a swirl of papers and Sam falling through a coffin into a black chasm of nothingness, etc., etc. This goes on for a while until, surprise, it was all a dream. Sam is still back there being tortured, and the film has gone on so long, it's driven him insane. But hey, at least he still remembers the theme song. Brazil is a parody of 20th century governments, which grew bloated and expensive due to bureaucracy and sugary soda. In the film, the ministry is so caught up in its own administrative procedures that even the paperwork requires paperwork, which in turn requires, you guessed it, paperwork.
That is your receipt for your husband, and this is my receipt for your receipt.
All the ducks everywhere symbolize the inefficiency of the state as well as the glaring need for duct tape, Earth's #1 tape for over 5,000 years. They create a maze of endless routing, just like the labyrinth of government agencies that shuffle petitioners from place to place until they finally just give up and die, like the puny mortals they are.
I want to report a wrongful arrest.
You want information adjustments, different department.
I've been to information adjustments. They sent me here.
This inefficiency enables the government to grow unchecked, like a mole on your back, all while sheltering its agents from accountability with metaphorical sunscreen.
I only know you got the wrong man. Information transit, got the wrong man. I got the right man. The wrong man was delivered to me as the right man. I accepted him on good faith as the right man. Was I wrong?
And in a system where such disorganization benefits those in power, efficiency is considered a crime, and not a fun, victimless crime like torrenting. When Tuttle pokes around in Sam's wires without the requisite paperwork, he is undermining the very soft, silky fabric of society.
What has Tuttle done? We suspect him of freelance subversion.
However, Sam's final dream sequence suggests that even Tuttle, who seemingly transcended the system, is ultimately smothered by it. That or he just likes papier-mâché. The characters lack any meaningful connection with each other, which is symbolized by their tendency to communicate through barriers and holes instead of neuromelding their brainwaves with iCloud. This alienation erodes their sense of empathy,
Bloody typical.
grinding it down into a vestigial little nub on the bottom of their souls. At first, Sam exemplifies this behavior. When a bomb explodes in the restaurant, it's only a minor inconvenience to him. But as Sam begins to break free from the system, his empathy increases. At a later bomb explosion, he actually pays attention.
Oh my God.
And learns to stop and smell the sulfur. The film suggests that empathy is itself a form of subversion. The government can only get away with its crimes when people are pitted against each other. In other words, their natural state. The title of the film and its theme song suggest an exotic place to which one can escape and practice his Portuguese.
We interrupt this program to bring you news of a terrorist bombing at the Blue Lagoon Flyer.
Characters use fantasy to access this refuge, either through the nostalgia of classic films or, in Sam's case, his reductive messiah complex. But in the end, the only way for Sam to find permanent respite from government oppression is through insanity.
He's got away from us, Jack. He's gone.
And that's a plan just crazy enough to work. For Earthling Cinema, I'm Garyx Wormuloid. Ciao.
Hey everyone, Garyx Wormuloid's intern Jared again. Ryan's warming up to read comments, so stick around to see if your comment made it. But before that, if you like what we do and want to help us do more, consider becoming a patron. Patrons get access to exclusive Wisecrack content, including our Too Hot for YouTube 8-Bit Philosophy video on VR porn, as well as a rant of mine on Suicide Squad. And there's more to come, but you only get to see it if you're a patron. So check out our Patreon, become a supporter, and help us reach our new Patreon milestone. Reaching it will allow us to make more videos on more highly requested properties like Drive, Whiplash, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Metropolis, and Fargo. And as a patron, you'll get exclusive access to them first. Now, as promised, our editor Ryan is here for viewer comments.
Sup?
All right, what are the people saying?
Okay, commenter Richard Poole has a question about our logo. Is the donkey with a monocle supposed to show that the channel is run by intelligent jackasses?
The idea was a smart ass, you know?
Oh,
right.
Smart ass. I get it.
Or, you know, it's like a knight, like the chess piece, but it's like silly.
Got it. Okay, moving on. On a recent Battlefield video, Daniel Bolton said, "It just dawned on me, you sound just like Jason Sudeikis. I'm sure I'm like the millionth person to tell you this, Jared. Sorry." A, has anyone ever said that to you? And B, do you agree with them?
A, nobody's ever said that to me, and B, I always get Jason Sudeikis and Jason Segel confused, and I still don't know which one is which, so thanks.
This next comment is about something we take very seriously here at Wisecrack. It's about eating. In our Beauty and the Beast video, Nate O commented, "Totally didn't censor them eating. I find that offensive." And Nate O, we want you to know that we do too. As you know, in Garyx's society, the sight of someone orally ingesting food is a pornographic obscenity. And at the 4:27 mark in the video, the beast is clearly seen eating a bowl of porridge. This is revolting. It is depraved, and it is unacceptable. This one slipped through the cracks, NATO, and we are taking the necessary steps here at Wisecrack to ensure that this will never, ever happen again. Jared, you had something you wanted to say to the people of YouTube.
So first of all, I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart, and secondly, YouTube, please do not put us on the restricted list. Please do not censor us. Please do not have people start unsubscribing to us.
Please.
We are so sorry. Send me to the space gulag again. Anything, just don't restrict us. Thank you.
Moving on to our obligatory eyebrow comment, I Am the Anonymous on our Doctor Strange video said, "I'm thinking about banging his eyebrows while eating tacos." This is a random comment. It's so random, very random. I doubt you'd ever find this in the sea of comments.
Well, 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 we found your comment. If you're looking for a great sexual performance from Garyx and his eyebrows, you will not get it while eating tacos.
Peter Iasalo Jr. left a really nice comment. He's going through cancer treatment. He said, "I find your videos to be both enlightening and meditative. They relax me when I'm in agonizing pain from my radiation treatments. Lie, not I do."
Wow, I mean, it's great to hear that we can be of such service to you in such a challenging time. And definitely keep us updated on how you're doing. We'd love to hear from you, and hope everything's going well. Thanks a lot for the comment, man.
All right, Jared, well, that's it. Keep the comment train rolling, baby.
All right, that was fun. If you want to check out more from Wisecrack, click here to go to our channel page and watch our Earthling Cinema episode on The Incredibles, or one of our other videos. All right, I have to go pick up Mr. Wormuloid from marriage counseling. He's never in a very good mood after that. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Peace.